Yeah, we practiced last week, light, but cleaned up some things, and then they've been really good. Yesterday and today were really, really good. Sunday they were good also. So I think the break helped, and we got some guys. They got a little more bounce in their step, and I think it's been, I don't know, Billy could maybe tell you, but I thought our two practices this week were the most spirited and competitive on some of the things we've done. So that's a good sign, moving forward.
What was the plan, kind of specifically your plan with Casey, because of the way he's been kind of banged around?
Yeah, he didn't throw much last week. We gave him time off, did some run stuff, but then he's been good this week. So it's been back normal, everything. So nothing really different than before. So the bye week helped him.
Mickey said he wants to get the run game going. Obviously, not asking you to give away the game plan, but what are some things you think you guys can get going over the last 5 games?
Well, just stay more balanced and just keep getting better, which we have with the health issues. I think we're better up front, from the Purdue game, but it's a combination. So score dictates a lot of what you have to do. So, and we just got to mix and match and stay on point, and can't miss some of the big plays we did in the Purdue game.
Were there some runs in that game where maybe things could have hit and one thing had changed?
Yeah, yes and no. We could have thrown the ball better, could have run it better. So, we need another touchdown. So didn't score enough points.
What's been your perspective on why it's come together as well as it has for Trey in the last couple games?
Well, we missed him a lot early in the year. He was open a lot of times, so it's just timing. It's just system's not. It takes time. And I probably tend to lose my patience because being in a place for 3 years and you build it up, and things that seem easy, some of the things that Kenny did with Jordan are some of the same stuff that we're doing. It just takes time. Which some of those things that we missed at Purdue we worked on, and you like to add new plays because the defense doesn't. That's kind of an NFL thing that then they don't practice them. So. We just got to get better at those, which we have this week. So I don't know if I answered the question. Just got to keep moving forward and be positive.
The importance of having that wide receiver one and what Jordan did for you last year, and how essential that was in the offense. Is Trey has Trey blossomed into this because of the system? Is it more him?
No, I mean. Trey's our best player. He was that in the spring, So I've always said I'd be foolish if I didn't get him the ball. And AG's our best running back. So getting those are two best playmakers, and the guys are really supporting cast. So it's as I said, we missed him at Purdue, but so we'll always try to do it. And we moved him around a little bit more, which instead of he's playing outside and slot and doing some things that way. So. I don't really think about it that much. Just kind of put things together, the offensive staff, and try to get guys open and try to make the throws.
You mentioned doing more run game stuff during the bye week. What did you guys get accomplished in that regard?
Yeah, it was cleaner. Some of the stuff this week, from last week, putting it in on we were light, so put in some things that way. So definitely was cleaner on Tuesday, and even a couple of things yesterday that we cleaned up today. So just cleaner, which when you see it on tape and players do, they gain a little more confidence.
Cleaner how?
Well, it might be one guy missing. A lot of times in the run game, it's one guy with his footwork and fundamentals and things like that. So things trying to gear it to our strengths.
You've kind of been rotating at right tackle. How do you feel about that spot in particular? And it looked like Ben Hart was warming up some at right guard before the last game. Could he be a guy you could flex a little bit?
Well, we got to, we've lost 3 guys from when I got here, so 3 starters. So we just got to keep moving those guys around and build some depth, which the off week helped. Certainly did that way. And both those guys played against Purdue, so it's just kind of guys are going to get hurt. It's just unfortunately part of the game. So building depth is. I wouldn't say the easiest thing in the first year because, you don't get a chance to recruit. We got Anthony came in. So, I think that would it's just what it is. So, yeah, just trying to build depth.
How's young Henry Latowski? He got to start. I mean, how's he?
Yeah, he'll get better after the more he's seen himself on film. Yeah, he made a couple mistakes, but that goes with it. Those like kind of the things you see that you can see where he's cleaned up some stuff from the Purdue game or the times he's played before.
Mark, what makes this Illinois defense so effective for workers?
I think they've bought into their plan on defense, which they're going to play man free and they're going to be aggressive. You can see how they gain confidence throughout. They shorten the game. I mean, the running back's a really good player, which helps the defense, but they're really good in the red zone, very opportunistic, and they're really good on third down. Probably that's the biggest thing. 2 to 8 or something like that. I don't know what statistically, but I've looked at it all, and they kind of run well in the back end, but they take care of third downs and they hold on to the ball. So you don't see this number of plays. Indiana was the one team that probably I think had around 80 plays. Everybody else has been 42, 43. Like anything, it comes. We got to be really good on third down to get three more downs. That's where that third down and to get it in manageable situations. But they can rush the passer. They play the run well, and Brett's done a good job. So I've known Brett a long time and had a plan, and it's kind of come through for him.
How well have you guys matched opponents' physicality up to this point? Mickey Joseph mentioned yesterday needing to do that over the last 5 weeks. How well do you think you guys have done so far, and how far do you have to go?
I don't. To me, it's about scoring points. I mean, I don't think anybody comes after the game and says, geez, we were more physical or whatever. They have a scoreboard for a reason. I haven't seen any tab on physicality up there, so that's what it comes down to. If that's part of it, yeah. So, but the beauty of football is we don't have any idea how the game's going to play out, and we may think we do, but we don't. And so you just got to see what you have and what they have and make some adjustments and go from there. So, which I think the farther along we go, the extra week helps with some of the stuff that way.
When teams start bracketing trade, how would that change the philosophy, or what kind of opportunities that present for other guys?
That's. I mean, some of that will come through probably. I don't know. They last year, part of the thing at the end, they would do things with Jordan, but might see it this week because they had an extra week. With 1 week time, you don't see it that much in college compared to the NFL. So we got other good players. Trey. Marcus has come on. Ollie's had a 100-yard game that way. Travis is healthy, so then you got to find the guy that's got the single coverage.
One or two more. Where'd you cross paths with Brett for the first time? Where did you?
A long time. I think he was at Iowa when I was head coach at UMass, and we recruited Florida together. And then he was at Kansas State when he was a coordinator, or when I was a head coach at UMass, we played Kansas State, and in Wisconsin, we just kind of used to see each other a lot that way. So really good coach, good man. So and then he was with New England when I was at UMass, and a couple times we ran in. He was staying in a hotel we're staying at. So just kind of known him for probably the first time at UMass. That probably been 2000. So it's been over 20 years. So know his style and knows what he does, and I think he's taken some of the stuff that he learned from Coach Belichick and added that to the piece where they're playing a little more 3 down than they used to when he was at Wisconsin. They were more 4 down. Of course, he had J.J. Watt, which helps. But they brought those things in and got a lot of respect for him.
All good.
Okay, great. Good to see you guys. Thanks.